Hello everyone. Finally, sorry for give us a lot of trouble. Give a lot of trouble about the time. I have to work on other stuff to let me playing correctly and also give a lot of trouble to the setting up. So I really want to do this really quickly and save the time we lost about that. Okay, my name is Benja. I'm running from Chile and this time I'm gonna run the Striker Gunvolt 1 Speedrun mode. And here's my partner Techi to commentate the run.
Hello, everyone.
So it's time to start, so it doesn't matter. For now, we're gonna go on the game. So 3, 2, 1, go. Speedrun mode, the difference between any percent. You don't have deprivation. The main thing about this game is like a dodge. So you don't have it here, and also you really need beat the game with the true ending.
Yep. As like I said, speedrun mode does not have privation. What this means is that when you touch enemies, they actually deal damage. They won't deplete your flash field gauge like in the normal game. And that's the most significant difference. The rest of the game is exactly the same as just playing normally. For this intro stage, it's just basic platforming, trying to not get hit, and being overall fast.
Right now, I'm gonna use the auto split made by Azure. So I'm not gonna count the real time because without split, we can save all the load screens, and this is really important. Other important thing is on the bottom part of the screen, you're gonna watch all of my input. So if you really want to learn this game, it's really good to watch some speedrun mode attempts because you can watch every single input and how to deal with bad energy or something like that.
Yep.
So maybe this is the last part. Maybe we have only 20 seconds of the intro stage. Good. Good RNG. You really want that laser on the bottom or top of the screen because you don't have any troubles with the movement. And this is the last miniboss. So this game came from when we don't have any Mega Man game to play. So this is like the spiritual game on that time. And this is kinda the same. You have one girl to save, in this case, not the war or anything like that. You have different bosses. Instead called, I know, for example, Mavericks or Robo Master, you have here called Septimus. The Septima person is like normal people with element powers. So, for example, Gunvolt here have electricity, and the other boss, for example, have the gravity power. One important thing here is this game don't have any special weakness. You only have different weapons with different clips, so it doesn't matter the order except for one boss. We're doing it later on the third stage.
Yeah, as Benja mentioned, the order in which you defeat bosses does not matter, but every boss you defeat gives you a weapon, and it only matters the amount of bosses which you have killed, but not which ones. So once we defeat this boss, or whatever boss we beat first, we'll get Vinaga, which is a weapon that let us mark enemies, but 5 marks on overall all enemies. Yeah, we haven't explained how this battle system works. On Sword Striker Gunvolt, instead of just shooting up to the enemies, you mark them with Gunvolt's hair for some reason. He shoots hair out of his gun, and that makes the enemies electrically charged. And when Gunvolt unleashes his flash field, that bolt of lightning, he electrocutes his enemies. And his default weapon lets him mark 3 times, and the next weapon will let him put 5 marks. Also, Gunvolt has these flashy skills, like the one he used back there, the Astrosphere, which, as its name implies, is a sphere that electrifies everything around him. He'll be using that attack for many bosses. It deals a lot of damage. Okay, continuing on here, this stage has this moving platforms gimmick. These platforms are magnetic, so whenever Gunvolt utilizes a splash field, these platforms will move. Of course, we'll try to block those lasers and try to get by without taking too much damage. We have taken some damage because sometimes it is faster to just take damage instead of waiting for the platform, but we'll still want to have some health and defeat some enemies, because this game has a level up system, and each time we level up, we completely restore health. Right there. Since Ben had leveled up there, he completely restored
Really
himself.
close.
Yeah, that was really close. And now comes the first boss, Cabrera. Benja mentioned earlier, Cabrera has powers over gravity.
Gravity.
He has these strange magnets on the wall, and he also create that giant sphere on the center of the room later, once his health reaches the last gauge.
Good RNG.
Also, okay.
Thanks.
Okay, that's good. Cabrera can do 2 things. He can either tackle the wall like that, or he can absorb some junk and throw like as purple energy sphere at you. But he just tackled the wall, so it's good. This is his desperation move, the Quasar Collapse, where he does this giant purple sphere. We'll just use an skill of our own, since when we're using skills, we become completely immune, so we take no damage and also deal a lot of damage.
Okay, 2:35 is a really good time here. And also, this is a goal, so it's really good, this stage. This is maybe the most dangerous stage, and we hate a lot this stage. I don't have any word for that. Right now, we're gonna use the next weapon. So in the first stage, you win Naga. This is very important. As you can see, I can now do 5 clicks on screen. So it's really important for this specific boss.
As we were saying earlier, now that Benja has defeated the first boss, he has the Naga, which lets him mark 5 times overall. Yep. However, you can't mark any single enemy more than 3 times, so we can do, for example, 1 mark on 5 different enemies, or 3 marks on one and 2 marks on another one, and that's what we'll be using for the next boss coming up. Also, this stage's gimmick is this overall darkness and these colored buttons. We had to use our flash field on these buttons, so we turn up some light color. We have green lights, red lights, and blue lights.
Yeah.
And whenever we turn a light of a specific color, we'll deactivate some lasers that won't let us go through unless we have the respective light on.
So right now we are level 3, and this is really important because we're gonna use this skill to do a really good skip on the next stage.
Yep. The skill Benja just got is called Galvanic Patch. We don't actually care for what it does, but It's important because it has a very short animation, and each time Benja uses a skill, he can do a pause buffer and do a double jump in midair without needing any item. And since these skills, whoa, that was a bit laggy.
Yeah,
Since
because
this skill,
no, continue.
go on. Okay, since this skill has such a short animation, it saves a lot of time.
The reason why the game's lagging a lot is only because the drops. For no reason this time the enemies give a lot of HP and money. I don't know why, but why not? It's a really good drop. So it's time for the revive time.
Yep. So this is Elise. Um, she's actually two enemies here. She, for some story reason, she has split personalities, and they become two different enemies. And it's for this boss in particular that we wanted to have Naga, since we can mark 3 times one and 2 marks the other, or something like that. But Benja will first mark one, deal as much damage as he can until they both become invincible, and now he'll try to kill both bosses at the same time. This is because if you kill one and let too much time pass before killing the other one, they'll revive the dead ones, so it'll make you lose a lot of time.
A really good fight. Nice time. It's time for menus. I like the menus.
Mm.
So now it's a little time to keep the new skill. For no reason, this is the only Gunvolt game. You need to change the skills on the menu. You can change on one particular stage or any stage. It's kinda really bad because you lost a lot of time only for the menuing and then go back for the stage. And this is really hard because this specifically jump you only have one frame, so this is like a bingo. I really want to do that, but I don't know. I'm just gonna give one try.
Okay, so this stage has these teleporting vortexes
No.
gimmick, and we'll want to go through the least amount possible. Benja failed the
Yeah,
double
the
jump
double
strat
jump.
there, so he'll just do the stage normally. Um, Optimally, we'll want to use Koffman patch the skill Benja used there, and then do a pause buffer and jump again in midair. For some reason, the game thinks we're still on the ground when we finish a skill, so it allows us to jump again for 1 frame, and it's really tight, so it's okay if you miss it. It's still faster to do the stage if you miss it more than 2 times. So yeah, this is Merrick's stage. Just these boxes moving you from one screen to the other, and we're done with this section. The second section of Merrick's stage has rising water section. We want to get through this place as fast as possible, since as you can see, Gunvolt is a human being, so of course he needs to breathe, and he drowns if he's too much time underwater. So we want to get out of here as soon as possible.
Okay, not perfect climb, but still good. If the water don't reach the
Hey everybody. So it seems like we're having some internet/ISP issues on the side of Benja, which of course is super unfortunate. But we're currently taking a look at it. Should be fixed like hopefully soon. So yeah, just a quick heads up. We're working on it.
Here we go. Okay, you're going back on.
Woohoo! Let's go. Sorry about that. My SP this time gave me a lot of troubles, so I changed to my cell phone plan. So if you're on Latin America, always remember BTR is really bad.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We're back.
We haven't missed that much. We missed the Merrik fight, which we'll be seeing later on the boss rush. Now that we've passed 3 stages, we'll be going to this stage. The boss, this stage is Sonda, but actually it's not, it's Koffman. We'll be seeing him later. This stage is giving are these strange mirrors that warp the stage in some ways. It changes the platforms places and sometimes turns the stage upside down. This stage in particular can be kind of a maze if you don't know where to go, but we're speedrunners, so we know exactly where to go.
Yep. No, I really want to play safe here.
Oh yeah, that's what that skill does. The galvanic patch, the skill Benja tried to use earlier, what it does is it heals you for a little bit of HP. Can be good for safety.
Yeah.
Now that we're done with this section, we'll be battling Koffman. Koffman is a very particular boss. This guy uses the skills of the bosses we've already defeated, so that's the only part where the order in which you defeat bosses matters. Whichever bosses you defeat will be the ones Koppen will have skills of. So since we've beaten Merrik, Elise, and Cabrera, he'll have those 3. We just saw him use Elise deck. He shoots that purple beam that turns us into stone if we look at it. It was very good.
Yep, very good RNG. Not doing the Merrik ability. The Merrik ability gives Copen a lot of defense, so this is the worst pattern you can get. So it doesn't matter the order. So right now I'm gonna do only wherever I want. So in this case I'm gonna do Stratospheres. The gimmick of this stage, his Septima is about box, and this stage is about nature and all of the stuff, but some enemies, these new enemies, throw a little bugs. So it's really important always jump and do a flash field to kill them all and not receive the damage that we have. No, that happened now.
Yep. Stratos has like a bug eating plant on his back or something like that. And this whole stage is themed after bug-eating plants that actually throw bugs at you for some reason. Also, this stage can be really dangerous because of those vines there. If we use our flash field while we're standing on a vine, we'll fry it, so we'll immediately fall down. You have to be really careful with flash field usage on this stage. This mini boss will just do an astrosphere here and it'll be gone.
Good level up.
Okay, going to the next section. This section has a lot more bugs, and Benja will try to go as fast as possible so the bugs despawn. If he doesn't go fast enough, the bugs will be following him for a little while, and that'll be annoying and take up some time, so let's hope Benja does his best.
Can I jump in real quick for something?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'd just like to remind everybody that you're currently watching ESA Together, which is a week-long online marathon from, organized by ESA, where it's a one-week marathon where it features speedrunners and score attackers from all around the world, and we are raising money for the increased cost due to the coronavirus outbreak for the ESA events. So if you want to support us, feel free to donate so we can provide great events in the future, like this one, or ESA Summer, ESA Winter. We would highly appreciate that, and also we would like to thank all of the people who are already donated and subscribed so far. It's highly, highly appreciated. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, Sonoris. So now we're wearing Stratos. As I've said earlier, Stratos has this bug-eating plant on his back. or
Oh, really
something.
good RNG.
And he can be mildly annoying, but he's not that fast, so shouldn't be too much trouble. Also, he takes a lot more damage when he's jumping for some reason, so we try to do as many astrospheres as we can while he jumps, and yeah, he's done. I think this is the only boss which we get to skip the desperation move.
Yeah, this is
We'll
the
be
only.
seeing most of the other bosses desperation moves.
So, flight boss. I'm gonna do Viper. Because my favorite stage is the last one always. And I'm gonna comment the reason why later. Maybe the camera is getting a little bit up. Yeah, much better. So Viper is a really technical level with a lot of enemies that will like it. For no reason this stage is really annoying.
Yep. Most of the time, Benja will try to jump over all the enemies. When he can't, he'll just kill them, and if not, he'll just take some damage.
No. No, I really want to really level up.
And here comes this spider mini boss. This guy can go either up or down. Let's hope he just stays down. Okay.
This is only matching. With a good matching, you can skip the third cycle of this boss because it's really annoying. He's gonna change to the up or the top of the screen and doing a really annoying moves like throwing bombs or mob side by side on the screen. So it's really annoying if you don't beat this boss on the second cycle.
Also, lots of boxes.
Boost. Yeah, why not? I'm so scared. I'm doing in that position because I really want some HP, so if I kill all the enemies, maybe one of them draw me HP, but no, this is not the case. Go back. Okay, good. Now we're gonna enter to the boss fight. This boss is really annoying. One important note: this is the most difficult boss for Kudos mode because it's really easy to lose all your power. So I'm gonna not talk a lot in this time.
Okay, so Viper. Viper has these two flame pillars on the side at all times. And this is the most annoying boss, as Benja said, since it's really easy to get hit. Either by or by going too much to either side.
Okay, good.
Desperation move. So now we're playing top.
I don't want to die.
Okay.
It's really important to enter to this boss with good HP. As you can see, I'm obligated to use the heal skill for side strat. And I don't want to die because I've lost a lot of time with the setup. So the worst thing right now is lost more time only dying. So the last stage, like I said before, this is my favorite stage. This is one reason. When I was on the university with my fair salary, I bought my first console with my own money. Here in Chile, the work is not really usual when you're really young. So I have the money and like I say, oh, okay, it's good. Maybe it's time to buy, I don't know, a portable console. So I bought a new 3DS. And the only game I had in that time is Fire Emblem. So I don't have any game, and when I finish, like I said, I don't have more games. So what I'm gonna play? And I discovered the demo of this game. The two stages on the demo is this stage and the Viper, and I like a lot this soundtrack, the stage, the boss, everything on this stage. This is my favorite. So that's the reason why I'm playing this stage on the last or the sixth Septima. If you wanna give a name on this. Also, I feel always this is a really fast stage with a lot of tricks and a really good movement.
Yep, this stage has these bumper thingies. Whenever you touch them, you'll just jump really far ahead or to the side. Will be taking most of them. On the previous section, we skipped some since those would have made us touch the spikes, and spikes deal a lot of damage, so we don't want them.
Really good second part. Okay, Jota. Maybe Techi is gonna comment this way.
Yeah, Jota can be difficult, so let's let Benja focus on this one. Jota has these 5 sword-like things on his back. They're more like drills, to be fair. These can either shoot lasers, drill onto us, and he can also join them on his desperation attack and throw a big slash at us. But most of his attacks are easy to predict. So if you know what he can do, it's really hard to get hit. For example, when he uses these drills, you can just use your flash field and they'll just go to the side. This one is the the attack we want him to do when he shoots those lasers when he's standing, since he's a little more vulnerable to damage. Oh, this is his desperation attack. If we don't get on his back when he does this, he can deal a lot of damage, either by that beam or by tackling us. And I think we're done? Yeah, we're done.
But this is a really bad spot to level up because we're not gonna use all the benefit with that, so I'm really disappointed with the level up. Maybe I kill 1 or 2 enemies more on the last stage. Because the next stage is really, really hard. Well, not the next, because this is a tutorial, but to choose the new mid boss in the game, and the next stage of that is really hard if you don't have any level up. Because you need to do a lot of damage boost. And the boss, you're gonna watch the Merrik box, because remember, better sucks, give me a lot of troubles. Better means here my ISP. Okay,
so this stage is Urban Run. It has this laser, comes from the right side of the screen. Nothing much besides that, and this guy is mostly the same as the intro boss.
Yeah. And you need always to kill this, the second life bar of the boss with the Azure Sphere, because you don't have the time to do that with the number clips.
Yep.
It doesn't matter if you do the 3 clips on the first time. You don't have the damage to kill the boss on the first cycle if you don't use the Azure Sphere.
Also, shortest stage ever.
Yeah, this is the shortest. So this is the maybe the most difficult stage on the second part of the game, and also this is the most difficult to learn on the speedrunning, because you have a new element of this game. It's the wind. For example, if you remember old games like Mega Man CX Advent, on one stage you need to play with a lot of wind, and that wind gives us always maybe benefits or still some speed. In this case, for the first part, you're gonna lose a lot of speed if you jump. Only the wind affects when you jump. On ground, if you do a normal dash, it doesn't matter. So I don't really want to do a lot of jumps, and the only jumps I really want to do is only for safe and dodge the enemies. No, I don't want to get hit here. But this part is very slow and always give us a lot of trouble with the wheel enemies. Right now, this is the fun part, but in the same time, the most dangerous part. Because I have a lot of speed right now.
Yeah, now the wind's in our favor, so it'll be constantly pushing us forward. Still have to be careful though,
Level up.
we can fall.
No, I don't have level up! I don't want more hits. I really want to level up right now. Okay, no level. This is really important because you don't want to use up your heal skill, because you're gonna lose a lot of time if you do that.
Yeah.
But for mini boss and also level up, so it's really good. I prefer to do the level up on the second phase, but I really want to play more safe than the usual. Oh no. No! Game, please stop. Oh,
that
thanks.
was-
That box
that was weird.
always is RNG, so sometimes give you money or sometimes give you a little HP, like right now. So it's really good, the drop.
Yeah. For some reason, HP drops in this game are these bottles
Yeah,
with a weird sign on them.
the blood bottles give you maybe one or no, just one HP, and the others give you 3 or 4. So you always want to the 3 or 4 HP. If you want, you know, for example, if you remember the Elise stage, they drop always. No, they only drops is the small HP. Oh, that kid. Oh, by the way, sorry for my English. I know it's really bad. Because I'm focused on finishing my work and also the streaming, playing this game, so sorry a lot. Nah, that's why Techi is here to help me a lot. So thanks Techi a lot.
No worries.
So this is the boss, because BTR, or BTR, my country, don't let you see. This is
Yeah,
Merrik.
this is Merrik. For Merrik, we want to stay just to the side of him. He can either shoot these missiles or punches with his hands, or throw us a big punch.
No, I don't want your big hand.
Good.
I don't want the big hand.
Okay, so that's the big punch. Those deal a lot of damage, so we really don't want them. And this is Merrick's desperation move, the lazy laser. He'll throw these lasers in between these portals, which are
Ooh, good RNG.
really strangely placed, to be honest.
Ooh, good RNG. Oh, they're disappointing level up, but good RNG and good fight.
Yeah.
And also good drops. Okay, now we are, like I said before, on the start of the stream. This is the on that time that was a Spirit Mega Man game. So this is important because all the Mega Man games have the boss rush. So right now
Yep.
we are on the boss rush. But this boss rush is different than the normal ones. You need to beat all the bosses and then the final boss like Willy or Sigma, for example. But here we only need to fight 5 to 6 5 Septimas and Koffman. I
Yep.
forgot the word. Sorry.
It's okay. So this will be pretty much just the boss fights. We'll be in this elevator battling everyone on a specific order. I don't remember the specific order of the bosses, but we battled Merrik at the first
The
of the
order
last
is
stage. And
Stratos, Jota, Viper, Elise, Koffman.
yeah, there you have it. Thanks, Enka. These bosses are mostly the same,
But this is the good RNG.
not completely the same. Yep.
Good. I really want to fit into this stage for the first boss on the right on the screen and on the second boss on the left part of the screen. Because Gunvolt want to walk and then I can skip the animation, so I really want to stay really close for that part. This is the good RNG, thanks. No, let me. This is the bad RNG. I don't want this RNG because I'm really thinking right now, okay, I need more HP for the rest bosses, so I don't want to do a lot of damage boost. And also Viper is really hard, so you don't want to lose a lot of your HP. Maybe I'm gonna make it this time. Okay, thanks.
Oof. That jump's really tight.
No, this is a good but with bad start. Oh no.
Yeah, I think I could have.
No again. This is the bad luck of this game. Sometimes the bosses can do a second desperation move if you don't beat on specific cycles. For this time, I lost a few hits on the last part, so this is the game gives me. And like, yeah. Oh, Elise, madre mía.
Ooh. As we said earlier, Viper is one of the hardest bosses because of these flame killers. We saw Benja there getting hit by one of those, took a lot of damage. Also, bullet hell again.
Oh no. No, I don't really get a lot of damage here. I'm gonna do really safe. Also, remember, this game don't count the real time. We're only using the auto split. For this time, of course, the disconnection of the stream, I'm not gonna count it. But maybe this is 37 right now.
Yeah, the auto splitter removes loading times, and the timer you actually see in the game does count the loading times. So, for leaderboard purposes, the game time is the actual real time, and the auto splitter is the game time. And here we have Elise again. This time, she has 3
Yeah.
personalities for some reason, and no matter what we do, even if we kill both of these at the same time,
Ooh.
the other one will always revive them. But it'll only happen once, as long as
No,
we
I don't want to like here.
hit them at the same time the next time. Okay, so now that the third one resurrected the other 2, once we kill these 2 again, she'll be gone. Just like that.
Oh. Okay, don't worry. I can
Oh,
fix it. I can fix it.
Not good. Okay,
Good.
that happened because Menja took too long, but
I'm gonna take the
it's easily
checkpoint.
good, so
The last checkpoint is really bad if you are not take it, because if I died in that part, I need to do again all the boss rush.
yep. And
Got
now
it.
we're on Koffman again. Koffman this time can use all of the boss's moves, so you have to be more careful this time. Also, we had to be really careful with his purple
Yeah.
spear attack, since those better flash field on cooldown immediately.
On the history of the game, Koffman make that armor only for Gunvolt, because that
Yeah.
broke everything about his Septima, the flash field, or the Azure Striker Septima.
Yep.
So it's really bad if you get hit or one of the purple spheres. And this is one of the most scary part of the run, because this is of course the last boss on any percent, not into ending. And also this boss have two forms, so it's really important. And also I'm gonna change on the middle of the fight the weapon, because I'm not gonna using the Naga for this boss on the second part.
Yeah. Benja will switch to the Orochi weapon. Orochi lets us mark 8 times, so we'll mark Nova's hands and his weak point, which we'll be seeing later. But we have to go through this auto score section first, when we have to kill all the enemies. All the other auto score sections, Benja either used an Astrosphere or destroyed the alarm to end the auto score immediately, but that one specific part does not have an alarm, so we just have to defeat all the enemies.
By the way, can I jump in for a minute?
Yep.
Yep.
I quickly like to remind everybody that we have some awesome incentives for upcoming games. For example, the game right after this one, which will be Mist Anthology, as an incentive for the bad ending, which has already been met, which is awesome. And after that game is Night Trap, where there is still currently a bid war going on at the very end to save or kill Dana Plato. Not exactly sure what that means, but if you want to kill or save that person, get your donations in. So
Okay, so back to Nova. This is the fake final boss. This is the one
The first
you
part.
defeat on 90%. Yep. This is the first part. We already saw the whole fight, so not much else to say about him. Now we go to the second phase. Nova's second phase is particularly hard. This guy has 2 pits on the side. If we fall, we'll die immediately. And the only way to damage him is to mark both hands and then mark his weak point right on the middle of his chest.
Good, RNG.
If we don't mark his hands beforehand, we can't actually damage him. So we practically need to use Orochi on this fight if we want to deal a lot of damage.
Oh, really bad RNG. No, I don't want to die here, so
Ooh.
save the strat. I have 2 skills.
Also, lots of damage.
Okay, good. This bug is really annoying. The reason why this game something freeze is because I don't know why Integrate not optimize this game. It's not optimal, consume a lot of the PC resources, so sometimes freeze this game and lose some time. So that's one of the reasons you use the auto splitter, because when the game freezes, the auto split of course stops, and then the time is back when your gameplay or you can manage to use combo again. So this is the last part for history. One character, I don't mention his name for now, kill us and kill Joel. But we're gonna get right now the Anthem mode. This is a special mode you can only use this in this part of the run. For the speedrun mode, for any percent, if you died on some specific point or you get some lucky, you can unlock it. The benefits are you have infinity flash field, and you can fly, air dodge, and of course you get the prevention, a really good ability. So right now, I'm gonna use always the flash field. As you can see,
Yep.
look, no damage. But the prevention is not work when I use the flash field. If I get hit when I use the flash field, the prevention is not gonna defend me. So keep in mind that because it's not invincible like that. I'm not gonna use this threat. So relaxing.
The other thing that Anthem status has is that lets us jump infinitely, which is necessary for this part since we'll be just doing this part backwards. And we don't really care about getting hit because of privation.
Ok,
like I
Tachi,
said.
es tu momento. Tienes que hablar toda esta pelea. Yo voy a quedarme quieto.
Okay, so Benja wants to focus for this fight. So, for story reason, this guy here is the actual final boss. He was our boss before, but he betrayed us and wants to use Joel's power for himself to conquer the world or whatever. And he also stole Koffman's gun for some reason. He has the same Septima as us, the Azure Striker. And yeah, this guy's name's Sasimov. I kind of forgot it. Thanks, chat. We have to be really careful on this fight. Asimov can use all of the skills we can. He also has a flash field of his own, and the only way to damage him is to clash our flash field with his, and that makes him vulnerable. That's the only time where we can mark him and hit it. Else he just has privation and there's no way to deal any damage. Now that he's on his last sketch of health, he will use his desperation move, the Baltic Chains. This move is insta-kill. If we don't move to a safe place, which is usually up there, that shock will immediately kill us. We can also unlock the Baltic Chains for ourselves, but it's like the final skill you learn the game, and it's really, it's really rare for one to ever unlock it when playing normally. You will have to replay the game
really?
sometimes.
Time.
Oh, it's a bit rough. Okay, GG.
Okay, this is GG. 54 is a really good time. Consider I'm not doing the double jump, and also I lost 30 seconds only for the stream setup because I lost the stream, and so I'm doing again and changed my internet. So this is a really good run, maybe 2 minutes far from my PB. So I think it's really good. And that's it. This is a Service Strikle Gunvolt 1 speedrun mode. The leaderboard, for no reason, the people like cheating, so girl, I'm gonna see it really funny. One thing, and that's it. For no reason, this game you can cheat it. I don't know which version, but as you can see, one person at the best record has only 3 seconds. The beast of the game. Maestro Kadosh. Of course, other good runners. For example, Renlink are here, Jarmar are here, Cool Kid are here. Of course, my commentators are here. Yeah, on Cool Keeper. Maybe I'm gonna finish quickly because I lost a lot of time with the other parts. So big cheers to the Gunvolt community, and also cheers to Jeannie to inform me all about the marathon, and of course let me to show this game is really good. For the reason the COVID, I was planning to travel this year to the ESA join this game live, but not gonna happen this year. Maybe the next year with other games I have, Source Second Gunvolt 2, and also the Luminary Avenger EX. I play in all the games. Historically, this is the game entered me to the speedrunning. This game give me the knowledge on everything I know right now. Also, chose to Techi. He knows 1 hour ago about the preparation to do the commentary of this run. And
Yeah.
I teach him like 25 minutes, and he knows everything. So it's really good. Thanks a lot, Techi. The ESA organization a lot. Mister, thank you for changing my time because I have work. I finished my work right now. So I'm really happy with the change. On Spanish, a few minutes. I'm not gonna say any bad word or something like that. Un saludo grande a toda la gente de Elysium, muy buen Discord, a la gente de SRE, a la gente de CCM en Chile, siempre dando mucho apoyo a todos los runners latinos. Si ustedes creen que no se puede llegar a una instancia buena, a una buena run, pueden mirar a Calco 2, a Engie, a otros muy buenos runners que han llegado a otras maratones de Estados Unidos o de habla inglesa, incluso a europeas, y siempre mostrando una muy buena calidad. Obviamente el idioma de inglés genera un poco de problemas, pero no es para tanto. Maybe my English is not really good, but I do better I can. So thank you everyone.
Okay.
I'm not now. I'm off stream right now, so I need to the signal or something.
Thank you very much for the run. Guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back after a short intermission, and when we come back, we'll see Mist Anthology by Gelly. So stay tuned, everybody.
Stay tuned, guys.
Hope you enjoy.